What's up, everybody, and very happy Friday. Thank you all for tuning in on tonight's broadcast of Freedom Wars Co-op here on 6 Axis. So with that being said, let's team up with the community in cooperation as we enter towards our wonderful world of Freedom Wars. So a very happy Friday to all those tuning in, whether it be on the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel, or going to be playing here on the PlayStation Network. As you already know, every single Friday starting 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we've been celebrating this fantastic, wonderful title as we kickstart the wonderful weekend for the greater good. And that's pretty much exactly what we're going to make happen, as we're going to set up a dedicated lobby over there for its people. And once we bestow upon that, we'll be basing it off the channel so that way you guys can differentiate our location. And there will also be no restrictions whatsoever. This is an open community event. So if you recently picked up the game and you're trying to do some entitlement progressions or code progressions, we can help you out with that. Or if you just want to play along, that's perfectly fine too. So let's go ahead and make it happen as we get ready to deploy onto greatness. No restrictions whatsoever. And as you guys already know, we'll be located over here based off our Twitch channel. And once we already got this puppy started up, we'll be under our grand, be under our wonderful way and stuff to get ready to make it happen and make it a beloved, fantastic evening over here. So anyways, we got the individuals joining us here. Azilin says, good evening, everyone. Good to have you too. We got everybody over here saying what's up. And, we're celebrating it for the fantastic glory of this wonderful Friday. It is finally Friday. I got myself some green tea, of course, with ginseng honey, and it's definitely the good substance to have, anytime you're gonna do a live stream, and it's pretty good. It's been working out pretty well. So, usually when I drink the tea, it gets me really tired, but in this case, it's not so bad. It's doing alright. I guess I'm getting used to it. I'm building up a form of tolerance to it. Anyway, starting off the battle, we're going to select some missions, as we always like to try to do whatever is possible to engage on several different missions out there. And you already know how it is, man. We like to do those special operations, and that's exactly what we're going to try to strive for. And we're going to try to take on, we're going to open up with some bad Shaz missions. You already know how it is. I love going for dragons. So we're going to try to do some Dynamo missions because it's epic. We also got some kitty cats over here that needs the Shaz kicking too, so we're gonna go ahead and distribute some of those as well, because it's always fantastic to deploy in as much productivity as possible. But anyways, as we continue pushing along over here, searching for the mission at hand, there it is. That is the mission I like right there. That's my favorite one. Actually, yeah, it's pretty much my overall favorite mission in the game. And it's one of those that I really do enjoy, and anytime that you ever do want to pretty much take on some baddies, this is where it's at. You want to try to go ahead and do this DS-304 liquidation, one of my overall favorite missions within this fantastic title. So just make sure you do have yourself some good, some good configurations for the your loadouts. And once you have that stuff already set aside, you should be on your way to greatness. Just make sure you got everything prepared. And it should be pretty awesome. So anyways, without further ado, let's get ready to bestow on this fantastic festivity that we have here. And it's going to be good, right? Of course. Let's make it happen. This is wave 1, round 1, by the way. Every wave will be consisting of 3 rounds. And once the 3 rounds are up, we're going to clear out the room and bring in a new team, as we always do, right? Because we got to represent. And all that good Shaz. Also, by the way, shout outs to Koei Tecmo. I love them. Very cool publisher. They've been responsible for a lot of games like Dead or Alive, also Tokiden 2, and we've been playing that last Thursday actually. And they oh gosh, that was really cool. On the Twitter, they went ahead and yeah, they noticed the event. I was so excited about it. I was like, oh, like finally. It took about a year, but they did it, so that was kind of neat. Anyways, let's get ready to dish out some more battles as we bestow and launch onto this one. I'm saying bestow a lot. That's an interesting word. Anyways, starting off the battle, we're taking on the Junior Dynamo. This is a smaller one of the bunch. And again, for this particular model, he can be addressed fairly easily. He's not as tough. Just take care of that shield generator, and it should be it should be pretty good. After that, it's gonna be and all downhill. So let's get ready to kick the shez and take names and chew bubblegum. Alright. Hey, like Duke Nukem. Alright, starting off over here, I'm going to go ahead and take some adrenaline as well, because, you know, the adrenaline is very essential. Let's wait for this little special individual to run out of ammunition. And we're going to go try to jump on him with the Hawk Shadow. Fantastic weapon, one-hit KO. This thing has a lot of stacked critical damage on it, so it's a fantastic weapon for bringing upon the bad day. As you can currently see, we're pretty much attacking the enemy apparatus over here. The shield is under fire, however, we did receive some attacks by the enemy Diana. We're going to go ahead and try to get ourselves a band-aid if possible. And I totally forgot how to use the freaking the dang Ibarra over here. I mean the weapons menu. Playing a lot of Monster Hunter would do that, and I've been recently. Actually, you know what came out recently? They got these special events for Monster Hunter. I'm really excited about that. So hoorah! Put it to good shez as we continue on making it happen. I'm gonna get myself a little bit of more band-aids, and it should be pretty good. Right there it is, brand new and stuff. You gotta always make sure you're properly maintained, and you know, in every single fight, so that way you can give it your all and survive the whole ordeal. You can currently see right now the shield has now been eliminated, as we're going to now switch over to the we're going to try to go ahead and use the SR-44, which is a fantastic weapon to go ahead and deliver the bad day, and we're going to try to rock that out. As this enemy is coming down for a sky attack, our attacks will continue, as pretty much kind of like what Scalar Visari says, our guns never tire. As we beat him back the foe, send them running. I love that part of the speech. It was really cool. It's from Killzone 2. Big fan of the franchise, if you haven't noticed already. My character is actually based off of Helghast. Currently right now the enemy is at 50% HP, not doing too well. The team doing a pretty good job at kicking shez. Continue the attacks, and that is the main premise that you got to do here. You got to try to eliminate as much of these enemies as possible and try to wreck them. As you see, this guy's pretty much having trouble staying afoot, as he's losing pretty much grounds here, and we're getting some good advancements, so not too shabby. Let's continue on attacking the enemy infantry as they're now spawning in, pretty much commencing their shenanigan of attacks. We will prevent them from progressing any further as we continue on clearing out the battlefield and pretty much reclaiming it back for our beloved Panopticon. So now with that being said, we're about to approach our next enemy. Make sure you have your adrenaline boost saved up, and actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and switch over to the Hawk Shadow here, because we are going to be dealing with two alpha type Dioneas. Again, these are the strongest abductors in the game. We're fighting two of them, and in this scenario you want to wait for him to do his little roar stuff, then you fire the Ibarra, and then attack the shield. Now when the shield is attacked, you can kind of perform an Omni Slash technique, and that kind of does help weaken it. And usually what I recommend to open up with, you know, to try to disarm the any shield capabilities that these guys have. Second abductor now available on the battlefield as well. We're going to try to disarm his shield and continue on with the good fights. So we're going to try to keep pushing forward here again. You always want to try to take these shields out. Reason why, if you kind of leave the shields stagnate there, it's not going to be good for the team, as this guy can provide defensive cover for his other buddy over there, and also the enemy infantry on the ground. So let's go ahead and switch over to a little bit of band-aids and continue the attack. It's going to be a good time, as the weekend is now amongst us. I'm pretty excited about it. It's a beautiful Friday, and this is the best way to deploy on Fridays, by kicking shez of giant dragons and stuff. Is kind of dope. But let's see what else we have catching up here on the channels. We got people out here saying they're out of school. That's pretty cool, not bad. Embrace the vacation time. And also, Azaline asking over here, I wonder if there will be a Freedom Wars 2 in the future for PS4, maybe a port. Well, if there's a Freedom Wars 2, there'll probably be one. I mean, Sony, remember, Sony has a new CEO now. There's a new head honcho at PlayStation, And this guy is actually a big fan of handhelds, and he says that he sees a big future. He sees a bigger future with handhelds than the current, than the current people before him. So that's one of the. That's actually a pretty good direction with how the future is gonna look like with PlayStation. So I'm pretty sure if there's gonna be another. Freedom Wars 2, it's going to be on the successor of the PlayStation Vita. So whether it be PlayStation Vita 2 or PSP 3, I actually would rather call it PSP 3. I think it sounds cooler. Alright, they'll probably go with something else. I don't know, like PlayStation Everywhere. They're probably going to come up with some name like that. People call it PSE. You know, I don't know. But, because it's always, if you noticed, it's PSP, PSV, PSE. I can imagine that. So I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas, but either way, if there is another Freedom Wars, I think it'll be appropriate if it's like if it's available on the next console. That would be kind of neat. So, or the next handheld. That'll be something that I would definitely like to see. So let me stop talking because I'm losing focus on what's going on the battlefield. But it's good stuff. I gotta train myself to multitask, but I'm looking forward to it if they actually do release a Freedom Wars 2. And I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, the IP is owned by PlayStation. It's a first-party franchise, but again, the developers, it was a 3-studio collaboration. So to try to bring all 3 studios back, they could possibly do it, but I don't know. It all depends. It's gonna be with the new team entirely, though. It's not gonna be with the same people that worked on the previous game. So, but their IP is still theirs, and they can definitely go about it. Just a matter of time to see what goes down, and it'll be kind of cool, though. I'll definitely look forward to it, and I gotta make a little list that I would like to see for the next handheld if they're gonna do something. And there are some things that I do want to come standard with the handheld for the next of its continuation. But I'll like to see them have like kind of like the PSP the 2000, how it had the ability to plug into a TV, right? I like that. It had AV cables, and I think that's what the next one should definitely have. Another thing that I would like to see on a successor for a handheld, say for PS Vita 2 or PSP 3, I would definitely like to see them come out with a. I would really like them to see them come out with. Gosh, it was on the top of my head. Hold up. I'm gonna go ahead and try to regain my concentration while we take out the Dynea here. Currently, right now, he has a 50% HP, so we're doing a pretty good job at eliminating the foe. And there he is. We managed to bust his pod open. Definitely a great weapon to use. The SR-44 can drop down the goods. But anyways, I just remembered what I was trying to get at. What I like to see for the continuation of the PSP, right, or the PS Vita, whatever how they were worded. I want them to actually put Bluetooth on there in the term that, like, the PlayStation, the PSP Go. Remember the PSP Go? Well, PSP Go had the ability to synchronize a DualShock 3 controller to it, and I thought that was amazing. I was really disappointed to hear that the PSP Go, the PS Vita, didn't have the capability to connect a DualShock 4 controller to it. Was a little bit disappointed because I actually really like that feature a lot, and especially in the scenario where you go ahead and you put the the system and into the TV, and then you get to use the controller. That's amazing. Look at those chompers. Pretty cool stuff here. Congratulations, we're advancing on to the next one. 8 minutes and 59 seconds was the duration of the overall fight, as we did a pretty good job taking on the terrible dragons. We got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got a lot of materials on that one. We're gonna donate them all, except I'm keeping that platinum. The rest can be donated, and we're good to go. So congratulations to everyone, and happy Friday. If you're currently tuning in right now, whether it be on Twitch or YouTube, or playing here on the PlayStation Network, happy Friday. I hope you're having a enjoyable one. We got Butter Bacon Popcorn joining us here on the Twitch channel. It says hi 6. I don't think Freedom Wars 2 will come out for a new handheld. Won't come out for a new handheld. You gotta be more optimistic. I don't know too much about Freedom Wars 2, but I mean it is Sony's IP, and you know, when it comes to having a video game platform, you know, especially as a handheld game, a first-party game, Freedom Wars is where it's at. Look at my accessory, so awesome. I love the accessories. They're one of the greatest things available out there in the world of video games, and they really do help out, man, with the Panopticon. So they're like your honorary Pokemon that follow you everywhere to the ends of the world, making sure that, you know, you're able to save it and maintain the good fight. So anyways, let's get ready to deploy onto a grand festivity as we're about to take on. Why are you fighting Hong Kong? Leave Hong Kong alone. Oh my gosh, freaking Hong Kong. Oh gosh, you guys are the biggest bullies of Hong Kong. Alright, let's go. Let's get ready to deploy onto Hong Kong mission. You freaking Hong Kong fetish people, you. Alright, let's do it. Let's represent. It's Freedom Wars. But anyways, catching up what I was saying, that I think that Freedom Wars 2 will be amazing for a handheld game. I mean, it's an amazing handheld game. First off, it plays like flawlessly. I love it when it comes to like character creations and multiplayer and all that stuff. Those are the things that, you know, the PlayStation Vita excel at. So if they're gonna make another game, another title out there, and they're gonna make it shine, you know, let it be that. Let it be some good old Freedom Wars, because Freedom Wars is a fantastic title, and they gotta do it. They gotta make a Freedom Wars 2. The game ended on a freaking, you know, the way it ended, it's like, come on, you can do it. But anyways, pushing forward over here and representing this fantastic battle. This is currently wave 1 round 2. We're covering a 3-round system, so every single wave will be consisting of those 3 rounds, and once the 3 rounds are up, we're off to a brand new lobby. That way we can create some more opportunity out there for the people to bestow on some good old action-packed battles. And you can see right now this is kind of a similar type of mission. Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot to change out my loadout. We're gonna be fighting a bunch of these peoples. Oh boy, I can't wait. So there it is. This is the I got, you know, good thing I got my little knife here. So this is gonna be a fantastic weapon at obliterating the little infantries. So as you can currently see, we have a lot of peoples over here, and a lot of princesses that need rescuing. So we're gonna try to rescue some of these princesses, and it's time to go ahead, put them down, and let's have the accessories do what they do best. Trying to carry citizens. If they can carry the dang citizen, gosh dang it, I just died by a grenade. Alright, anyways, as the fight continues, making a tap in, the Hong Kong peoples are trying to like go out there and fight whatever. Freaking Hong Kong. Freaking, why the heck are we fighting Hong Kong? What is this? Why the heck are we fighting Hong Kong? This is like, you get like, it's alright. It's cool. It's beautiful. It's a desert too. But anyways, as we continue advancing over here and doing good shaz, I'm gonna go pick up shiny stuff off the ground, because that's the stuff that you gotta do. Is you gotta pick up all the shiny apparatuses. Currently, we have about 3 more citizens still remaining that need pretty much rescuing. We're gonna try to bring back as many as possible, and we got some more citizens identified, and we're gonna try to head towards the little platforms over there and try to retrieve every single citizen that we can, so that way we can kind of do our thing here. Rescue all the dang princesses. Freaking princesses everywhere. We got 1 princess over here. Okai shimasta. Yeah, okai shimasta to you too, bros. Okai shimasta to you too. We got about 3 more little infantry dudes here. We're gonna try to eliminate these dudes as much as possible, because we clear out the battlefield. It will create a good opportunity for everybody to do their thing and you know, make it happen, and it will be a glorious time for you know, wonderful festivity, right? It should be pretty dope. So congratulations, Niona has dropped off the citizen, and it's about time for us to get the Shaz out of here, because We invading Hong Kong. What did Hong Kong ever do to you, man? Alright, here we go. 2 minutes and 4 seconds was the duration of the overall fight as we keep on pushing forward and making it happen. Let's go ahead and celebrate it, because we gotta make it. We gotta make it so. But yeah, if they do release a PS, you know, a PSP3, I'm gonna call it that, PSP3. It's not gonna be called that. They're gonna give it some weird name in Latin or something, or like in French. I don't know, like they did with the Vita. But I mean, in the end, it kind of worked out. The Vita's name is funny. It's like, you know, Vita means life, and everyone's like, oh, it's dead. And I'm like, nah, man. Vita means life, and it has the fan base to support it. When you go online on any Vita game, and like this, there's still people playing on the servers, and a lot of them. I mean, there's PS4 games out there. You go on, you try looking for an online game, you can't even find an online game. And on the Vita, bro, it's like a supposed dead console. It's like, man, it's doing pretty good. It ain't doing all that bad. At least when it comes to its fan base, it's actually pretty structured. So, anyways, continuing on the battle, we got some more missions over here, and we got some kitty cats. Oh, the kitty cat missions! I'm so down. I like the kitty cats; they're adorable. So let's go fight some kitty cats. Make sure you have your proper loadout again. Anytime you do embark in these operations, you want to try to take out any of the following enemies that are to perform any obstructions. We're gonna go ahead and deal with them accordingly, and it should be pretty dope, right? So let's get ready to rock and roll as we commence this fantastic operation, celebrating this beloved Friday evening for the greater good. And it's how we do's, and we do's pretty well, so not bad. Alright, so let's get ready to keep on advancing towards all the good stuff. But yeah, I mean, if they do Freedom Wars 2, I want to see, like, these are the things that I would like to see in it. I want to see abductors fight each other, right? I want to see abductor battles. I want to see, if you play multiplayer, you can have abductors, right, like on your side, and you can customize your own dang abductor too. Like, everybody gets one abductor. You know how you charge your Ibarra, and it has like 1 level charge and has like a 2nd level, right? Well, I want one like at like a level 3 charge. You like summon an abductor, and the abductor comes out, and it's your own custom abductor. You can customize it however the heck you want. You can make it a quadruped, a biped, a carrier, an all-purpose, you know, and you can put whatever kind of weapons you want on it. That would be dope. Might as well be spamming missiles like crazy. I love missiles and Gatling guns. I love projectiles. But that would be kind of cool. I like to see that. And then you can, you know, people charge it, but like you can only like do it like once per, like you can only do like once per game. So you can summon an abductor, and the abductor's running around and stuff. People gotta try to fight it. That would be kind of dope. That would be epic. I like to see that. You know. Anyways, let's continue a good fight as we're taking on the kitty cat. This first kitty cat here is he's a standard Ramosa class, nothing too special. So his defenses will be wearing kind of thin. We'll be able to pretty much address the scenario and kick its butt pretty efficiently. So that's gonna be our primary goal here. As you can see right now, its health is pretty much 1/3 remaining. Not having too much of a good day, but we're having a fantastic one. This guy's getting obliterated. So continue good fight as we rock and roll here, and prepare the departure onto the next one. So congratulations. Let's go ahead and move on to the next bad guy, as we always do, right? We gotta represent over here. Now for this one, I like to do a little thing called a preemptive strike. We're gonna set up a couple of traps here, and once we do that, there you go. Appreciate the band-aid. That's how you use the Ibarras, man. If you're gonna start using the medic Ibarras, always play the part. Alright, here, so we're pretty much having the next enemy group advance, and once they do advance over here, we're going to be able to take them out. And one of the best ways to do it, just line yourself up right over here, and then you can shoot 2 for 1. Right, so you want to try to like get right between both of them and line them up and just, you know, take your shots. Currently right now with the Alpha type Ramosa now spawned into the battlefield, we have to be very cautious. This guy is pretty strong, but not the strongest. The strongest one will be following up. He will be also sporting a shield generator, so do not use your level 2 Ibarras just yet. If you're using a Binding Thorn, try to save that for the next enemy. as this guy doesn't really need it. I mean, you can use it against him, but yeah, we got a good team over here. We'll be able to clear up this mission a-okay, and we'll be on our jolly good way, because that's how we like to make happen. But anyways, as the lane over here says, your idea sounds really good. Oh yeah, you talking about for the level 3 charge thing? I would like to see that. That would be pretty dope. I mean, there's a lot of things I've been playing this game for like a good bit, and there's things I would like to see that would be kind of fun, you know. So I mean, one of the great things about Freedom Wars is personalization, and I think it kind of really reflects on the character type that you are. So you know, usually my characters are more militant looking. I like military stuff. I'm a big fan of it. And also when it comes to you know, I like the whole you know, kill zone I guess universe too. So my character's kind of like based off like a Helghast. But you know, when it comes to like having abductors and being able to customize them too, you know, that kind of just adds a little bit more to the personality of your character. Later on, you can, you know, if you're a person who loves dragons, you can summon like a Dainea dragon or something, like a modified version. You can even like color code it and stuff to your personalized you know, preference and stuff, and or you can, you know, whatever it is, you can just knock yourself out. So you can make a freaking Dainea loaded with machine guns on it too. Dragon and guns. Oh boy. But of course, you know, you gotta be a little bit moderate. If not, everybody's gonna create some OP freaking beast. But anyways, continuing on the battle over here, as the Alpha type Ramosa has like about a little bit of health remaining, not doing too good. Not looking too good for him. He's actually looking great for us, but this guy, he's seen better days. We're gonna go ahead and try to wrap it up and advance on to the next one. Again, inflicting as much damage as possible. This guy should be eliminated pretty quick, so we're gonna go ahead and continue on good fights and advance on to the next one. So not too shabby. Good job to everybody. Let's go ahead and push on to the next battle at hand. So now that we're approaching the final fight over here, this is the last and you know, last but not least. This is gonna be the Ramosa Alpha type with a shield generator. So again, charge up your level 2, as I stated earlier. Now you want to try to head by the little area here with the big TV screen. That's where the third Ramosa is gonna be at. So go ahead and try to hold up here and brace up for the arrival of our adversary here. So as we're pretty much preparing, I'm currently strafing a little bit. Reason being is that you are going to be targeted by these little small enemies here. So we're going to go ahead and try to get very close and try to shoot this thing by point blank. Shooting at point blank usually is, I mean, it does increase the attack, or the overall attack damage of the shots for the easy Katse, which is you know, it inflicts more damage the closer you are to the enemy. We're gonna go ahead and try to amplify that damage a bit more by accessing a let's see if we have any more adrenalines. I think we got like, yeah, we got 3 more left. And let's go ahead and try to jump on that shield. As you can see, it has been eliminated, so good job. And now we're able to switch over to the SR-44 and start delivering our quick shots towards the direction of the enemy Ramosa. This guy is very agile in the field, making him a very cool enemy to fight. And one of the things I do enjoy about the Ramosas, they make some for some pretty fun battles. So it's again, this is the Alpha type, so this guy is going to be having an increased amount of defense as well as attack power. So he's not going to be your standard run of the mill. This guy is packing a lot of punch, so be very careful. And but as long as you know, you stick to your guns, you follow the routine, you'll be okay, and you'll survive this good battle. Because special operations, man, it's where to me it's where it's at. You get yourself a good amount of entitlement points. You also receive a good bunch of really rare items, which are very powerful. So you can upgrade and get those very strong weapons, and you'll have yourself a dandy old time. So currently, right now with the Ramosa approaching the 50% mark, doing a pretty good job, not too shabby. Delivering some extra shots here. The enemy is not having too much of a good day. I'm gonna go ahead and have myself a little bit of more ammo packs here, because they're always essential. And with this particular weapon, you're gonna run through fairly quickly though, so we're gonna continue attacking here. We got a lot of MGM7s I've noticed on the battlefield. Let's keep pushing forward over here. I really do like the auto cannons. They're really fun to use, and I actually crafted one for my accessory, and I think it's great to have her running around with it. It's fun. Anyways, continue on with the attack over here. We have about 6 bullets remaining in the chamber. There is a little area here where I do like to pick up ammunition if it's still there. We'll find out, and now it's been taken, so we're going to try to get some extra little ammo packs if there are any. Not so much. We're going to have to use our easy katse. Down to that at the moment. Let's continue pushing forward and dishing out as much attacks as we can. Again, this current enemy is not doing too well though. He's hanging in there by a bit, but we got him. I'm going to just keep using the easy katse until then. Once he gets a lot weaker, then we'll switch over back to the SR, and we'll try wrapping up the fight that way. Now, there's a cool technique that I like to do, and it's if you really want to get lazy in this game and you want to try to make it so that I got you, comrade, you'll live. But one of the good things that you want to try to do is, if you're using an easy katse, attach a Nibara right towards the head of the enemy and just open fire. Yeah, no matter where he jumps to, he's gonna be shot. You're gonna be distributing those headshots, and it's a wonderful thing. Easy katse does incredible damage when attacking in the head, and this is kind of like the ideal way to actually fight this thing. So again, since he's gonna be like hopping everywhere, and no matter where he goes, you will be actually dishing out attacks directly towards the cranium of the enemy, and he's gonna have a pretty bad time. So not bad. Let's go ahead and switch over to the SR-44 here, switching back, and we're gonna try to go for some extra quick fires and destroying the pod. Congratulations, not bad. Time for us to go ahead and say goodbye to this map as we advance on to the next one. Look at that. Look at the little Tigertron over here. His face is all split up, man. Poor thing. Anyways, congratulations. 9 minutes and 25 seconds was the duration of the overall battle as we get ready to head back and pretty much open up a new wave and stuff, allowing more opportunity for the new players to join and all that good shit. Look at that. We got a Rarity 8 MGM7. Whoa, is that a late bloomer? Let's find out right now. Hold on, let's do the little thing here, find out that's a late bloomer. I have a website that lets you see that stuff, so we're gonna see if we're able to open it. Hold on, let me accept it. I'll take it. So it's 714 level 4. 714 level 4, right? Let's see what we have here. Hold on. 714 level 4. So we got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 714 level 4. Let's donate this stuff, because if you don't donate it, like, you know. Oh gosh, 714 level 4, MGM7. MGM7 level 4, 714. What are you? And it's the ultimate regular. Yeah, it's not a late bloomer. Whatever, it's all good though. So it's in the regular. It's still kind of it's alright. You want to try to always get those late growth rate 1 late bloomers. That's where it's at. Anytime you want to try to like really make a difference on the battlefield, if you want to go out there and, you know, like just shatter up abductors, that's usually the best way to go about it. Again, I want to say a big thank you to everybody in Wave 1. We're about to pretty much advance onto Wave 2, and pretty much you guys did a fantastic job. I'm gonna do a little happy wave as we get ready to deploy onto the next one. So not bad, everybody, and congratulations. Happy Friday to everybody. As we continue pushing forward, we're gonna be making a brand new lobby as we continue doing the good stuff and representing on this beloved Friday evening. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Yes, and magical even. So let's get ready to start off over here as we get ready to deploy onto some more magical times. It's gonna be, man, we're gonna be so magical, like Walt Disney's gonna get jealous. He's gonna be like, what the heck? Stop it! Stop being magical! I'm like, no, I'll be all magical I wanna be. I do what I want. It's a Friday. Leave me alone. So we're gonna create a lobby, pretty much, again, you already know the drill, no restrictions whatsoever, and also the room slogan will be based off our Twitch channel, so that way you get to differentiate your location and join upon its completion. Yep, there it is. and we'll be on our jolly good way towards greatness. Oh yeah, it is. It's gonna be magical times. So anyways, as we get ready to continue on with the grand festivity of stuff, let's see what else we have as we continue pushing forward. Hellsfire Alpha joining us here on the YouTube channel. Says, finally, I'm done with HS. HS. Homeschool? I'm not sure. HS Hunter Shenanigans. And Hells also says, and good day everyone. Yeah, good day to you twos. We're getting ready to deploy onto Wave 2 Round 1, as you already know how we like to make happen. I'll be selecting a bunch of special op missions or whatever it is, and we're going to try to continue on with the good stuff, because there's plenty of good missions out there we want to try to take on and obtain all the, you know, proper gear. Oh, we got some red rages. Ooh, fight those guys. We got some extra dragons over here, and we're also going to throw in possibly, you know what, what would be a good one? I'm kind of itching for reclaim 5/6. Let's do we can do one of these tiger ones too. Like, tigers are so fun to fight. I don't know why. I always have they've always been like some of my top favorite. We got Ramosa and the Paradoxa. Well, we can do that one, the Taipei one. That one's actually good. So we'll get that underway. And we're off to our grand festivity of stuff, because it's how we make happen, and we're about to make it a good one. Now, for this particular mission that I will be selecting, there is one that's actually really interesting. This mission can get extremely challenging, especially if you try to like solo it. It can be, but what you want to do is you want to make sure that you actually have a anti-abductor loadout in this particular fight. Reason being is that there's going to be a Mark IV, and when you face the Mark IV, this guy can really be a pain in the shaz. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. HS is high school. Oh, okay, there you go. I'm like, homeschool? Like, what are you talking about? High school, man. Okay, I gotcha. I'm like, you finished homeschool? That's cool. Nah, that's like, I'm like, but like, how can you tell you finished homeschool? I'm like, you always have the same feeling, like you're always at home. It's like, but I've been on vacation. What are you talking about? That's why to me it was like weird. I'm like, you're celebrating that? I'm like, you've been on, you homeschooling, you've been on vacation. You're like always chilling at your house. That's the life. Alright, anyways, let's get ready to advance over here. This is currently Wave 2, Round 1. We're taking on the terrible all-purpose abductor over here. A bunch of little Ramosas as well on the battlefield. And you guys already know what I like to do. We're going to start off with some Adrenaline Plus. Advancing onto this guy, and again, we're going to try to destroy him and unleash a whirlwind of devastation upon his direction. Again, currently right now, this is the AAW, this is the EC version, right? It makes the game an easy mode, EC. It's funny, like EC, I get it. It's like, it's so easy. It sounds like I'm like a friggin' foreigner trying to say easy. But it's pretty fun stuff. Anyways, let's go ahead and try to resuscitate the little AIs here, as this enemy is inbound towards my directive. And I am not going to pretty much allow him to take any step further towards my pretty much proximity here. Unleashing another AAW attack. He's about to fall back, doing a leap of evasion there. Again, when I try to focus on that pod, weakening it as much as possible. Incoming missiles currently right now towards our direction. And yeah, pretty much we did manage to survive that shot over there. Got hit a little bit by the machine guns. And again, this dude can definitely cause a little bit of a shenanigan time, so just always make sure you're in the clear anytime you try to stick around here. Sergio reviving the AIs. He's being a good compatriot there, providing good assistance on the battlefield. And this is like one spammer abductor, definitely causing a lot of chaos, but nonetheless, be alright. As we pretty much busted up the pod over here, switching over to the SR-44 and going in for a quick reload. Usually the little dinky ammo packs are perfect for getting fast reloads going in, so you don't have to watch the whole reloading animation and stuff. So, but it's pretty good. Let's continue on to make it happen. Hellsfire Alpha says, I was gonna join. Oh gosh, really? Hey, you gotta join fast, bros. I'm quick. I pretty much but yeah, now I'll go ahead and let me know if you're gonna join. I'll wait a little bit, but yeah, if nobody joins, I'm launching. That's my way to keep people on their feet, because that's how we gotta be. We gotta have that type of that type of good energy. As you can see, currently right now the quadruped is attempting an advancement towards my direction and doing a body flop. He's failing to pretty much make any hits there, and he is approaching the 50% mark. Again, this particular abductor is the strongest of the all-purpose kind, right? This is the one that can really give you the most dilemma. He is a Mark IV quadruped all-purpose abductor. So these are the ones over here that are like the top-notch ones. Aside the Red Rage, this guy here is he's pretty shenanigan-y, right? So if that's even a word, but hey, we'll roll with it because it's a beautiful Friday, and at this point, I just want to enjoy my weekend, and that's what we're doing. We're enjoying it. It's the beginning of a beautiful weekend. And we're starting off over here currently right now. This guy is trying to address himself into my direction, not allowing him to, switching over to the AAW over here, delivering some extra shots. And this guy's having a pretty bad crummy time. He's seen better days, but that's good. Now this weapon is one thing I really do enjoy about the AAWs. It's actually it's the strongest single hit damage weapon within Freedom Wars. So if you go ahead and craft yourself one of these, you get it as a growth rate 1 late bloomer, you can really give these guys a really crunchy time, and they're gonna be like pretty much shattered and destroyed all over the place. So it sets you up for a nice little fight, and it's not too shabby. Pretty much this guy's gonna die, like you can sneeze on him, and there he is. He has been eliminated, so not too shabby. Imagine break a lot of parts off of him. And let's go ahead and try to clean sweep this area here, so we can prepare our advancement towards the kitty cats, because there's gonna be a lot of kitty cats over here. You can see the AIs are still currently working on that one. It did manage to take its health about halfway. This particular now these particular Ramosas are not the strongest. These are actually kind of dinky, so they can be dealt with fairly moderately. You can take care of them easily. So that's why I'm saying that if you're gonna put in if you're gonna play this particular mission, do not choose like a Ramosa build. Just go pure abductor. Why? Because it's best to deal with the Mark IV. Like you're better off dealing with the Mark IV quadruped. That guy's gonna give you more trouble than the cats are. So as the fight continues pushing forward, I'm addressing the accessory to start sending the citizens to the RRUs. We're gonna have some more company arriving shortly. Several more Ramosa class abductors are inbound, and once they do approach our proximity here, we're gonna go ahead and deal with them. Make sure we clear out the battlefield and try to kick as much Shaz as possible. All these freaking accessories are identical. What the heck? That is weird. Alright, anyways, let's go continue good fight. We got Slasher joining us over here on the Twitch channel. Says Yo6, what's up, man? And happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, good sir, and I hope you're enjoying it. It is a beautiful Friday evening, and we're celebrating it to the best of our capabilities. It is a magical time, and like I said earlier in the stream, it's so magical. We're making Walt Disney jealous, and that's kind of like that's our purpose. That's our goal when we meet up like this. You can see the little kitty cats are lining up. Now, if you really want to try to get like most of these guys at once, you can start firing your SR-44. You line them up like this and start firing at them at this kind of like angle here, so that way you get both of them. These shots continue to remember, these shots continue to go through, and they actually hit the dude in back of them. So that's kind of cool. It's a nice way to kind of speed up through the whole process there. Currently right now, not that much health remaining on my end here, so we're going to get ourselves a little bit of a band-aid. Restoring our health and continuing on the attack. Again, making sure that we're fighting an abductor here that has a citizen inside. There is one in there. My accessory currently down. She is going to be actually taken. Gosh. I'm like, no! She should not be, she will live. I have to keep her. Like, she's very important, man, for the team here, so we got to try to maintain all types of reinforcements possible. So again, more boots in the ground is very it's much more effective. Now, as you can currently see, we have the citizen currently available for our capture, but we're not going to go ahead and liberate her yet. Reason why is that you're better off just destroying the thing. I mean, if you're capable of doing it, just destroy these guys. Because if you just you know, start running the citizen, what happens is that you're gonna have an abductor running around with an empty pod, and when they have an empty pod, they're just gonna be like stealing you know, accessories and stuff like that. So you're better off just finishing them off. And you know, these guys are not, you're not really too tough to like eliminate. They can be dealt with fairly easily, so that's a good thing. So anyways, opening up with these attacks here, again, not too much health remaining. This guy is about to be obliterated as the final AAW shot made its mark and kicked its Shaz. Let's go ahead and have the accessory go ahead and do her thing and continue running the citizens. Slasher over here on the Twitch channel says, I'm trying to join you, but I keep getting disconnected. Really? You're still getting disconnected? Oh gosh, that's crazy. It's like an epidemic kicking in or something. Yeah, a lot of people have been having problems connecting to me recently. So, but like I said, man, at first, if you don't succeed, try again, and eventually it'll work. So with one citizen currently inbound, we need about one more remaining, and this is the last Ramos that I think has a citizen inside him. I'm not sure if it does. It doesn't look like it does. I don't see anybody in the pod. No, there's nobody in there. When there's somebody in the pod, it'll be glowing like a bright yellow. I think that's the one that has a citizen inside. I'm not sure if it is, but it's either that one or that one. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's this one over here. Yep, it's this one. Alright, anyways, advancing towards the location of this current abductor. Again, opening as much shops as possible towards his direction. We're going to try to, again, keep him down and give him a little bit of a bad time. He's currently at 50% HP at the moment, so we're halfway there. And once this guy is eliminated, we'll be able to continue on the good festivity. And we'll be on our jolly good way towards greatness. But that's how we rose, right? It's how we do's, bros. It's how we do's. Not too shabby. Continue on the good work as the fight continues progressing forward. The enemy is pretty much exposed, completely open, so that he can actually lose their accessory, but or their citizen. But it ain't gonna happen on my watch. I'm gonna finish this guy entirely. That's how you roll, man. You just go ahead and just wreck these dudes. But once you do that, I mean, honestly, I think it's a lot better just to like destroy him this way. It's like, I'm too lazy to get him out. I'll just blow up the whole thing and free it that way. Alright, so anyways, with the citizen now available to be captured, just go ahead and have the accessory do the honors, and that way we can be on a jolly good way. We got about one more Ramosa all the way over there, and this one is about to go ahead and open up the attacks. But either way, the pretty much accessory dropping off. The final citizen concluding this battle as we advance back to our beloved Panopticon for degree to good. 10 minutes and 28 seconds was the duration of the overall fight as we made it happen and made it a lovely one. We got some, you know, nice little weapons here. And as for resources, we got 2 platinum items. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We gotta get 17, like 16 or 17 rare items in total. I'm just gonna keep the platinums. Everything else will be donated to the beloved Panopticon, advancing our civilization that much further as we continue celebrating this beautiful weekend. It's currently 51 minutes after the hour and 9 minutes till. This is Wave 2, Round 1 completed. Wave 2, Round 2 starts up next. If you want to be part of it, fire up your PlayStation Vitas and meet us up on the PlayStation Network so we can go ahead and play within the station. Alright, that's cool. You know how the name PlayStation came to be? It's like, you know, it's like workstation, but for playing. Get it? PlayStation. That's I learned that on Twitter. Alright, anyways, as we continue on making it happen, happy Tuesday. Well, happy Friday, Tuesday. What the heck, man? I need coffee. You know, the tea's alright, but man, coffee just does the job a lot better. Let's advance on to some more missions over here as we're continuing on the grand festivities, progressing on to several battles and whatever it is We're gonna continue on wrecking the bad guys as we make it happen, and it's going to be jolly good time. You know, we got some more Ramosas over here, or we also possibly got we got this Diania. Man, you know what? They're all so good. I'm actually let's go ahead and fight this particular mage. There's one over here that has actually, you know what? We can do the red rages. Yeah, let's do the red rage. We'll do red rage, and then we'll conclude with the Paradoxo and the Ramosa. Anyways, we'll continue on with the good fights. I got my loadout set up and prepared for battle. We're deploying onto greatness. This is currently wave 2, round 2 for the greater good. Let's take on some red rages. Man, I love those guys. Now, one thing that's cool about the red rage is that they're the original blueprint for all of the abductors within Freedom Wars, which makes them really interesting. And it's one of the things that I really do, one of the characters I really do enjoy taking on. They kind of remind me of Evangelion Unit 1. So currently right now we got 2 enemies on to the right hand side. You got the Red Rage, which is the Imitation Mark II. Then on to the left, you got the Mark IV All-Purpose Artillery Quadruped. That guy is a punk. You thought the last Mark IV was bad. This one is just annoying because he's going to be spamming bullets all over the map. And he causes the chaos, and he causes it pretty strong. So let's get ready to continue on making it happen as we represent over here. We're going to try opening up with some SR-44 shots towards the direction of the quadruped. This is the first enemy I like to go for. Primarily being because of the fact that he is the spammer, and the spammers are always the ones you attack first. You want to get rid of those. Why? Because it makes the battlefield a lot more enjoyable place to live in. If not, then you know, prepare for the headaches. So gosh, so let's get ready to continue on making it happen. Currently right now this guy is stunned and currently injured. It's a great opportunity for us to open up attacks and try to dismantle its primary cannon. You can see above on his head there. So again, as long as we continue attacking those areas, we will be able to inflict some pretty good stagger damage, and he's not going to have too much of a good time. As you can see, this current weapon is built with a triple stack. It has what, triple stack attack, so these triple stack attack damage power-ups, right? So at the same time with double stacked stagger damage, which is insane. This thing's gonna be dancing all over the place. As you can see, it lost all of its weapons already, and we just like started off this fight. And it makes it for an incredible weapon to use on the battlefield if you really want to just tear up enemy abductors. It is a fascinating weapon to have on the battlefield. At the same time, it really does help a lot that it's a growth rate only plumer, which is really good. You got to make it happen. And every time you're going to craft some weapons, man, try to always go for the best, because in the end, it really does help out. So pretty much currently right now, as you can see, its health is doing pretty dinky. He has about, you know, he has about a quarter of the way remaining as we're continuing on with the attacks, and we're having a fantastic time because this guy is he's trying to do his thing here, and he's pretty much pouncing right now out of excitement. I can't blame him. It's a wonderful Friday, so I would be pouncing around in excitement too if it's a Friday, and it is a Friday, so pounce away. Alright, anyways, continuing on with good fights. This guy's pretty much almost done as the battle continues to ensue forward. This guy does not have that much pretty much health. He's now eliminated. Congratulations. On to the next one. We can go focus onto the red rages. So now for these guys over here, these are the Mark II imitation red rage. Actually, this is a standard imitation red rage, the first one. It's not a Mark II. The next one's gonna be a Mark II. So this one's pretty much the one that you fight. I would assume it's like the one that you fight within the story mode, right? If it's a standard one. It looks like it's a Mark II though. I don't know. Usually for these particular missions they'll use Mark IIs, but I could be wrong. I don't know. We'll find out once he'll start dropping parts. So currently right now, again, you can see I'm moving in a circular motion. It's always, you know, that's a technique used in actually used by the Marines in the US military. Anytime using firearms, you always want to try to fire in a circular motion while strafing, or anytime moving while being fired upon. It's always good to kind of like curve. It makes it more you present yourself as a more difficult target in the process. So it's pretty good stuff, and it's a bit overwhelming on their end. So as you can see here, this guy is getting shot up left and right. And one of the things that I love using the SR-44, you know, in this kind of manner, usually, you know, I kind of just, you know, I treat it like a freaking, what do you call it, like a musket, except the fact that you can quick fire it. So just hip firing it, you know, you're treating it more like an assault weapon than anything else. Congratulations, the enemy has been eliminated as we're advancing on to the next one. That was one of the Red Rages. That was the standard imitation Red Rage. I think the next one is going to be a Mark II, and that one's going to be a lot more powerful. So this one's kind of like the story mode variant, so it ain't all that bad. So let's see what else we have over here. Azaline is also commenting, says looks okay. The look of the opponents are always remind me of those from Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, you're talking about the enemies? Yeah, they do look like enemies from the Horizon Zero Dawn, don't they? You know, the designs of these characters are always really cool, and it's kind of you know, I always give a, I always like to give a I tip my hat to Japan and their creativity. You know, they're very imaginative when it comes to making mechas, and these mechas are just freaking cool. But they also took inspiration from some you know, what are they called? There's a genre that's called, it's a Japanese genre. I think it's called I can't remember. But anyways, it's the it's like the sci-fi variant. I'm trying to remember. It's like a pop culture one. I'm trying to be resuscitated over here. There it is. My accessory coming back with the band-aid and bringing me back into the battlefield. But yeah, it's a genre. I can't remember what it was, but it's yeah, I can't remember. But either way, Neon Genesis Evangelion uses that style, and these guys, like, listen to that laser. That laser like sounds so much like something from Neon Genesis. Like when this guy attacks you and everything, and he does those like those moves, it looks like you're watching. I mean, it's like straight from the anime itself. It's really cool. It's interesting, and it's one of those things that I really do like these enemies. Like, they're really fun. I mean, it's just, it's really pleasant to take on and stuff. So also the way they maneuver and whatnot, and they travel through the battlefield, it's like it takes pages from a lot of that those types of animes and stuff. But anyways, continuing on the attacks over here, opening up with the SR-44 attacks towards the direction of the enemy here. This guy's trying to hold off his best with this pod being destroyed, creating an opening for more attacks. We're continuing on to make it happen, and it's fantastic. Josh was asking, are you talking about mecha type animes? Yep, I am. I love mechas, whether it be from, you know, I actually enjoyed a lot of, you know, well, of course the Gundam series is like the originator. That's the daddy of all mechas. And then of course you had the Neon Genesis. I think that's just one of my overall favorites. Let's try to get some ammo packs over here. Using these type of loadouts and firing your shots as fast as you can, it's gonna really wear out through your ammo. So let's continue addressing the threats on the battlefield at the moment, as this guy is approaching the 50% mark. This is currently the second of the Red Rages we're taking on. There's going to be 3 of them, and this guy's already 50% of the way there. So after this, we actually officially have made it to the middle of the fight, and there should be another Red Rage approaching very shortly. So the next one, yep, there it is. I called it. I memorized this game really good. But the next abductor is going to be having shield generators, so that's one thing that we're going to have to like prepare for. Again, when you have enemies with shields, they can provide cover for all of those little minions around them, and also for any nearby allies. So we want to try to actually disarm that. Currently, right now, he is actually caught within the binding thorns. The team doing a pretty good job at dismantling this guy, or holding him back. We're going to try to deliver some AAW shots towards the direction here to try to weaken the structures. and prevent any shield cover on their allies. So we really want to try to cover that out. So continuing on the attacks, again focusing primarily on the pod. If you inflict enough damage towards the pod, those things will shatter open, and it will automatically drop. So always aim for the pod. That is your best bet. Also too, when you weaken the pod enough, in the worst case scenario that they capture your accessory, you will be able to try to bring him back into the battlefield, which will be a really handy thing. So you want to try to take advantage of that. And let's try to move out of the way here. And we got one individual currently inbound. They just run right through the legs. He stops running. He stops chasing you the minute you do that. And there he is. Trying to hold off as much as possible. This guy with not too much health remaining. He should be eliminated fairly soon. Let's go ahead and fire an AEW shot. And again, this guy is literally hanging by a thread. Not doing too good. Final shot being delivered. But the kill taken by the accessory. Nyana, good job. Not too shabby. Let's get ourselves a little bit more ammunition. If possible, running a little bit low on the AEW. So still doing good though. Ain't doing too bad. And again, in this situation, we want to try to go ahead and revive. Actually, we're going to try to deliver a level 2 Binding Thorn right towards the enemy abductor. So now we have already recharged. Once he gets close enough, he just jumped right over it. Should fall back a little bit and address yourself a second Binding Thorn. So we do have a second one over here on standby. One of the good things I like to have a Willow Pack, you know, within the I like to have like a secondary one. Let's try to make sure we don't miss this one. And there it is. We landed it. Not too bad. Let's get ourselves Adrenaline Plus. Amplify our attacks. And focus all firepower towards those shields. We want to try to weaken them again. And we got a second shield over there. Let's try to get that one too. Now one of the things you can do as well, you can actually shoot these things at point blank. He is going to kind of stay still, so if you do fire it, you can try to hit him, but again, you have to be extremely close in order to make it functionable. You can see currently right now, all the AIs are trying to fight the this guy using the raw shield. Now, had I a easy Katse, I would be able to drag down this enemy. Well, not drag him down, but I'll be able to shoot the shield apparatus right from you know, right from attaching onto him. He'll be able to deal with him. Kai coming in for a revive. That is one of the medics of the battlefield, which is good to have. And the shield has now been dismantled. Freaking thank gosh. Now we have an opening for full attacks. Only thing about this configuration, if you are dealing with enemies with shields, it can present yourself a problem. So you always want to try to make sure these guys are not, you know, they're not totally there. You want to make sure that you have ways to deal with shields. So if I was not a Binding Thorn, it would be a lot more problematical. So, but it's always good to have a type of weapon that can deal with shields. Easy Katses primarily, I think, are the best way to go. Depending on how you have yours configured. If it's upgraded and strong enough, it's actually really great for breaking shields open. Which is, again, you have to attach yourself directly and shoot it from point blank. That's the way to deal with them. Now kicking in for another reload as the enemy abductor is inbound towards my area. When they start chasing you like that, again, one of the best things you can do is just like run between its legs. He's automatically going to stop and try to stomp on you, but that's going to miss if you just keep walking by. Like, he's really repetitive. He's kind of predictable. The full team here trying to go for a drag down at the moment. And with a direct hit from the laser, we're going to try to get out of the way here. and get ourselves a little bit of a band-aid with a Adrenaline Plus. This is the final one. And with not too much shots remaining, we're going to switch over to the AAW. And we do have ourselves a nice little, a decent amount of shots here. Not too much though, but just enough to go ahead and at least break off some parts. We did manage to decapitate the enemy abductor. With his head gone, he's unable to fire lasers anymore too. At least from his helmet. And we did manage to actually break its pod with about 6 shots remaining on the AAW. We're going to continue firing as much as possible. We got a second. Actually, we got some more ammunition packs on the ground over here, so we can just go ahead and reload those. We're going to try to head towards that direction there and get a quick ammo boost. And we're going to head this way over here, switching over to the AAW itself. Releasing the shots and switching back to the SR. Try to move her a little bit open in this direction. Again, aligning yourself up to the enemy and then firing away. It should be the final remaining shots to go ahead and deal with this guy. Again, these imitation red rages can cause a lot of shenanigans on the battlefield, but they're fun to fight though, nonetheless. Very challenging. Again, these particular missions here will be giving you a lot of hefty rare materials for crafting very powerful weapons, and they're usually the best missions to go with if you want to try to upgrade to your final form. So not bad. Congratulations as we get ready to advance on to the next one. 14 minutes and 55 seconds was the duration of the overall battle, and we did manage to obtain ourselves a good hefty amount of materials. So we're gonna go ahead and check out to see what we got in total. And so with overall, we got pretty much we got 1 platinum one, followed by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 items over there. It was alright, not bad. We're gonna keep the platinum one. The rest can be donated, and that way you can again further progress your beloved Panopticon. It's how you do. It's how you make it happen. Anyways, as we get ready to deploy onto the next one, this is currently wave 2. I think wave 2 round 2, right? I think we're about to deploy on wave 2 round 2. We're gonna go ahead and do the mission with we're gonna face the Ramosas as well as the this other guy over here, the Paradoxa. So let's make it happen as we continue on grand festivity and celebrating it for the greater good. We got a full lobby over here, so great to have you guys. Hello, a very happy Friday to everybody as we continue on making it happen. We're gonna be doing Geek Good missions tonight. You know how I am. I do all the Geek Good missions. These missions are all 10,000 years or 5,000 years, but I try to go for 10,000 years because it's where it's at, man. That's how you progress. That's where you make the monies and you get the materials. Now we get to build some very powerful stuff. Now there is no mission that we can't beat in co-op. We can beat all of them, so don't be shy. We can help you out, and we'll get you to where you need to be, and it'll be a fantastic time. So for this particular mission over here, I will be switching to anti-Ramosa. Here's why. There's going to be a Paradoxa, and there's also going to be a Ramosa. Paradoxes are by default weak to projectile type weapons, which is my entire loadout. So I'm not going to necessarily really need a, I really don't need to have an anti-Paradoxa. Just more so the Ramosa. The cat's going to give more of a problem. So we're going to deal with that first, and then we'll be on our jolly good way. Because it's what we do. It's how we celebrate. Currently right now it's 7-Eleven. Oh boy, look at that. 7-Eleven. Free slushies. You know, literally on I think it's 7-Eleven, so it's like it's July 11th, right? July 7, right? January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Yes, July 11th they give free slushies at 7-Eleven. Isn't that cool? That's awesome. I'm gonna get me a free slushie. That's coming up. Look forward to it. Celebrating over here. This is currently wave 2, round 2, as we're taking on a bunch of people wearing raincoats. These dudes are the dudes from On High. These are the defensive ones. That's a Paradoxa Alpha class, right? And then he's spinning around all excited. He's like, hoorah! And then that guy, that's the Ramosa Alpha class. Both of them equally from On High. And they arrived over here to cause problems here on the ground. So we're not gonna, we're not gonna let them do that. This is our Panopticon. We're gonna stand up for it. And we're gonna give them a pretty bad time. Let's go ahead and start off here with some adrenaline boost. As we approach the enemies, again, these guys do have boosts of defensive stuff, so keep that in mind when addressing them. We're gonna try to take out as many as possible and unleash a fury of bullets towards their direction. Clearing out the way again. We're gonna keep pushing forward and advancing. We're gonna try to head towards the Ramosa class, which should be dead ahead, you know, around us. So once we arrive to it, there's gonna be a little drone spawning in over here. If not, then whatever. Here's the Ramosa class. Oh boy, we're going to kick its Shaz. Let's get ready to make it happen. Let's charge up here for a level 2 and distribute it. Again, getting ourselves another little adrenaline and attacking the shield itself. We're going to attach ourselves point blank and fire upon it. This is the best way I know, like actually for me, to deal with shields. So it's a great way to clear them out. And you know, if you ever run into these guys and stuff that want to cause a bad day, you'll be able to return the favor by responding with an easy katse right to their precious shield. And they'll be like, ha! You're no longer protected. Your guardian shield is no longer here. Take that. You're on your own. So as his health is pretty much diminishing, this guy already lost like a huge fraction of his health. God, he's already approaching halfway. You got Team Good representing over here. Again, this is an alpha class too, so they're playing very well. And that's how you can tell, man. You're playing with people here that got some upgraded weapons. And it's always good to, you know, start banding together. And when everybody upgrades their weapons, bro, you'll be able to fly through these missions really fast, like extremely fast. And that's one of the things that is really cool. It's nice, and the faster you beat these missions, the better. Sole reason because of the fact that you will be getting... This guy's spamming that attack like there's no tomorrow, bro. What the heck? We get a little band-aid here. Deal with this guy. Freaking punk. This little Remos over here trying to be adorable. So we're gonna continue on opening up the attacks. As you can see, his health is nice. It's almost there. It's getting to the point of destruction. As we keep pushing forward and bringing on the terrible times for them. Alright, so let's see what else we have. Get to the monster, says Mr. Mulikov, right? Or wait, was it? Mukilov, right? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but hey, how's it going? You're representing here on the Twitch channel. Great to have you here on this lovely broadcast of Freedom Wars Co-op with the community. Every single Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we represent, and we represent really good. We do pretty good. Look, I have like no ammunition anywhere. Let's go pick up one of the little ammo packs here. As we advance on to the next Paradoxa, this one is the Alpha class. Okay, this dude is, we're going to try to deal with this guy, because he's another pain in the shaz. Now, if you want to try to mess around with him, attack him right by the pod. Usually the best way to deal with them. And or if you're using a glass cannon, you can get eliminated fairly quickly with like a single missile. Just be careful with that, just in case. If you ever want to go full glass cannon. But I like these loadouts a lot. I mean, it's fun and it's enjoyable. I actually prefer using. And these are the types of loadouts I like. All right. By the way, if you ever run into webs, you can just roll over them and destroy them. So don't feel like, you know, that's usually when people have, you know, first join this game and they see the web, they have like, oh, I can't touch it. I'll automatically get trapped. No, you can roll over it. There's easy ways to deal with it. You don't have to necessarily have anti-web on you. There's other ways around. So, as you can see, currently right now, one of our teammates is held down by the web apparatus. We got a second one over here too. Let's try to liberate as many as possible. This guy is putting our team here in a sticky situation. We're not going to allow that to happen though. We're going to make sure that our team here can kick Shez and represent good battles and advance onto greatness. 'Cause that's what we're here for. We're here to distribute that greatness. And everybody will be able to experience it with, you know, with loving satisfaction. So I'm going to go ahead and get ourselves a little bit of band-aids. Not that I need it. I just noticed right now my health was full. But out of habit, I'm always, you know, trying to replenish and my character stats every so often. Currently right now with the enemy alpha type Paradoxa, he has about like a quarter of health remaining, and he's not having a good time at all. You know, he's trying to hold on there, but the team doing a devastating job at breaking him apart. And again, this guy is usually when it comes to abductors, This guy is kind of paper mache, so good job to everybody as we now succeeded and advance on to the next one. That was wave 2 round. That was wave 2 round 2, right? That just completed. Wave 2 round 3 is up next. Let's brace ourselves for the arrival of the next mission and continue on the good stuff. Good job, everybody. And happy Friday. If you're currently tuning in right now on the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel, or playing here on the PlayStation Network, we just beat this mission 5 minutes and 10 seconds. On a beautiful Friday, and with that I wish that I hope you're enjoying, because now the weekend is here. We go out and we celebrate it together, make it awesome. Or you can go celebrate it on your own. However you celebrate it, just celebrate it, live it up, represent it, man. Don't let anybody take your weekend glory away. You have to go out there and embrace it, and that's what we do. I got myself some wonderful green tea as well too, which makes it that much better. It makes it a little bit better. I'm not a fan of green tea, but there's nothing else to drink, so, you know, beggars can't be choosy. I want coffee. That's one of my big dreams. Coffee. I'm gonna make a fundraiser to raise money for coffee. Unlimited lifetime supply of coffee. That would be the greatest thing in the history of forever if that happens. That would be awesome. Advancing on to the next mission over here, we have about one more remaining. After that, we will be setting up a brand new lobby and continue on doing the grand festivity. Let's see what we have here. We got some liquidation missions. I'm not too sure what the heck this is though. The Dianeo one. Ooh. And then this is what? Retribution Hong Kong. We can do this one here. This is a Ramosa. And we're going to be fighting some on-heads. We can do this one over here. We'll do it. This is Citizen running some citizens on this one. So for this particular map, again, anti-Ramosa is what you want to have, and you should be good to go as we continue on celebrating this glorious weekend. It's here, the weekend. Celebrate it, represent it, based within its or vast within its glory. It's great. Hell yeah, it's a fantastic Friday. Man, I want coffee. I'm gonna freaking buy me. You know, I always say I'm gonna buy me a coffee maker. I never get around to it. I never get around to anything. I keep saying, like, I'm gonna get me a coffee maker. I'm like, I'm gonna have it right next to my computer. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be on my computer. I'll be like making coffee. You're gonna hear the coffee making in the background, and be like, bro, are you at Starbucks? I'm like, no. I'm in my house making coffee and live streaming. That's kind of dope. Let's see, we got a question over here asking, do you get players from Europe? Yep, I do get players from Europe. I get players from Europe, I get players from Korea, I get players from, what's that place from, next to Australia? New Zealand? Yeah, we get players from New Zealand, all over the world, man. All over the world. Yeah, this is, this game's international. Yeah, when we're playing online, it's pretty dope, so, it's kind of cool. Azaline says, I'm also a coffee lover. Oh man, we should make a club. I love coffee. No, when I was a kid, I liked the smell of it. I never drank it as a kid. Later on, like, you get to the point when you get older, like, you need to have it. Because when I was a kid, I'd be like, man, why do people like, you know, why do grown-ups like coffee so much? I never understood it. But when you get older, you get tired a lot. Like, you're always like, you know, like you need like an extra pep, right? Coffee does the job. It wakes you up, and it's fantastic. We're getting a defensive boost over here from our teammate. Thank you very much. As we're about to embrace and save some kitty cat. Well, actually, no, we're not saving kitty cats. We're saving princesses from the kitty cats. These are deranged, overgrown kitties that have been causing a lot of havoc on battlefields, and we're here to go ahead and say, not today, no more. We're gonna stop all of it, you know, because it's what we do, and it's what we do best. So let's continue on destroying all little apparatuses. These bad guys are like everywhere, and we have to try to clear this place. A little bit of reload kicking in, and at the same time, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a little bit of adrenaline and charging up for a level 2 Binding Thorn. This should be enough for us to go ahead and inflict some paralysis, keeping this enemy guy down. And again, you remember how I told you, you want to try to attach yourself right to the shield itself and then fire upon it point blank, destroying it and creating a huge opening for the team to go ahead and use their guns and what have you. If you're using melee weapons, you don't gotta worry about shields, but still, if you're using gunnery type weapons, shields are freaking you know, they're problematic. So you wanna, they're the first ones that gotta go. So pretty much we gotta treat it like Star Wars episode 5. You know, like attack the shield generators. We gotta be like the snow troopers. Enemy shields are down, and then once they're down, then you get to attack the rebel base. Alright, anyways, as you can currently see, the enemy Ramosa's at 50% HP. He's not doing too good, and the team is doing fabulous, eliminating any threats along the way, and actually they should be very close to liberating the princess, which is inside. And right now, as you can see, the pod is totally open up for grabs. Whoever wants to go ahead and take the princess, you may do so, or you can do it the cool way and destroy the enemy completely, and then you know, liberate it that way. That's usually the that's the way I like to go ahead and free citizens. I don't take them out. I don't want to use my hands. I want to free the citizens like hands free, the lazy way. Just destroy the whole thing. Alright, anyways, with the citizen out for grabs, the accessory is going to go ahead and be on her way to go ahead and address the current threat. We're going to try to destroy, we got another kitty cat over here. Let's destroy that cat. We're going to have plenty of time to go ahead and advance. We got one of our teammates' accessories currently down. We're going to bring it back into the battlefield. We got some extra bad guys here on the battlefield as well, but protected by the shield apparatus. We got to be very careful with this particular guy again. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to try to replenish our Willow Pack, and now that we have our Ibarra fully functional again, we're going to charge it for a level 2 and cast it upon this particular abductor, again immobilizing its shields. We're going to try to move up point blank here and then fire upon it with the Easy Katse, a fantastic can opener of on the battlefield of Freedom Wars. This thing does the job, and it does it very well. So as we keep on pushing forward, is making it the fight happen. Currently, right now, the enemy HP is at 50%, actually below it. Now it's at, it's already at freaking 25%. Now we're doing good. Continue on the fight. Keep representing. This guy's getting obliterated. And as long as we do that, we you know, we'll pretty much represent some good fights. And there it is. Good night, kitty cats. Let's go ahead and push forward and make sure that we pretty much take out any other threats here in the battlefield, because you know, we got to try to clean this place out and rid it of enemies. We can't have any enemies out here. So there was a fumble currently commenced right now by the accessory. One of the actually enemies here in their little precious raincoats have spawned in, and pretty much now anybody want to take that, you can go ahead, take the citizen and bring home the victory. Because this is how we do. That was a good job, man. You guys friggin' beasted this mission very effectively. So shout outs to yous, and congratulations on a job well done. We're about to get ready to embark onto some more battles as we continue on the you know, our warfare and celebrating every single moment of this Blood Friday. 4 minutes and 25 seconds was the duration of the overall freaking mission. And these guys did a fantastically fabulous job. Good work, everybody. We got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got like 10 rare items. That was good. All of it which will be donated to our beloved Panopticon. Again, furthering our, you know, civilization in full prosperity. So Moki Love over here says roasted coffee. I love it. Oh, you love roasted coffee? Ooh, my favorite. You know my favorite type of coffee is vanilla iced coffee. That's my favorite. I love it. That's you know, I don't know why I like cold coffee. Like iced coffee is my favorite. I love it. It is amazing. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be like, I want to make like iced coffee. I want to have like a little well, I could have a coffee maker, but I'll be like hot. But I was thinking like either that or like a little mini fridge and have instant coffee and just have like cold water and just like mix it, and then have like add like vanilla like powder in it or whatever. I don't know. I think that's how vanilla iced coffee is made, right? Not too sure. Anyways, continuing on to the final mission. Happy Friday to all those joining us right now on this beloved weekend. We're celebrating it to the best of our capabilities. You guys are doing a fantastic job on the battlefield. Continue on the positivity, because that's how we make it happen. And we got a couple more missions left. Currently right now it's 27 minutes after the hour, so we still have about 33 minutes left of broadcast remaining. So I think we can possibly go ahead and take on. Let's go take on a little Dionea. This mission here is this is like a basic Dionea, nothing too special. I think this is standard class, so he will be. This one will be eliminated kind of fast, but it's good. So that way we can embark onto some more missions out there. And as we have this already selected, if there are any missions out there that you want to select, feel free to do so. Don't feel bad. We're here to help everyone. And I think it's a great way to, kind of make it happen. I just noticed right now one of our teammates here has a lot of years on their sentences. We should help you. We need to liberate you. You know what? We're going to oh, man. Let's do this. I'm going to continue on this round. I'm not going to make a new lobby. I'm going to liberate this person here because they have a lot of years on them. So we're going to keep playing until they leave. Until they get bored and like, okay, I'm starting my weekend now. So, Slash over here says, sad news 6. I had to restart the game. You restarted the game? Oh my gosh. Well, that's cool, man. We get to help you out. So that's it's not bad. You restart the game ain't a problem, man, because all it means is that I have something to do now. I have a new mission, and it's to get you liberated once again. So let's make it happen. Let's do it. Let's start from the beginning, where it all began. Right when you lost your memory. That's the beginning of Freedom Wars. Your character loses their memory. Alright, starting off this battle over here, we have a bunch of enemy minions, and we're going to start off as well, activating our adrenaline. And we're going to try to fly in with these, cool Final Fantasy style attacks. The Omni Slash, man. I feel like Cloud attacking Sephiroth. With all enemies already obliterated, this guy is completely open to SR-44 attacks, which are going to be commenced and deployed right now. We're going to pretty much make sure this guy doesn't have too much of a good time. Now, one cool thing about the Dioneas is that they're kind of like set up to fight against SRs. Like, they're in a really bad position because their head lines up with their pod when they're arched over like that, and you get a lot of damages. Like, your damages is like severely increased when you're attacking him like from this point of angle, and it's always the best way to go about it. So if you really want to kill this guy fast, fight him like this, and yeah, you're gonna eliminate him with a freaking quickness. So not too shabby. Congratulations as we continue on taking out bad guys. Is that it? Is that just no? There's another one, right? There has to be. There's an alpha type. I'm sure there is. But anyways, good job. This guy has he got obliterated in an instant. So we're gonna try to jump over here and head back to the top side because we got a Christmas tree that needs decorating. I like to decorate the Christmas trees. I don't, and I know it's only May and stuff, but it's you gotta be festive-y and represent, so I'm not gonna be a Scrooge around Christmas. No way, you can't do that. Starting off here with the battle, this is an alpha type Dionea spawning in with a shield apparatus. We're gonna go ahead and destroy it, and how to do so is by inflicting a level 2 binding thorn and also getting an adrenaline, and then switching over to your little knife over here. Never mind, this guy already did it. He destroyed it instantly. Good job. Good job to the team here. Now we get to attack it right here from this point of angle again. The closer you are usually with SR-44s, the more damage they inflict as well too, because any type of weapons that are firearms inflict more damage when you're very close to the enemy. You amplify it. So all firearms are, their damages increase the closer you are, so it's good. Easy Katsus are actually, I find them to be more, most effective though. Those are the ones that are really good to be used in those type of scenarios. Let's go ahead and try to attack this guy over here, switching over to the Hawk Shadow. To me, this is the best weapon for addressing enemy citizens. And my accessory, is that my accessory? No, someone's accessory got captured. I'm always used to it being my dang accessory. She gets captured a lot. But we're going to go ahead and try to evade these fireballs of destruction. But don't worry about it, that citizen will be liberated, so... or that accessory will be liberated. Getting in a little band-aid here. Falling back again. You want to try to line up right by the head here. And the pod has been obliterated, revealing pretty much exposing the enemy, and now pretty much eliminating the bad guys. So good job to the team over here as we advance on to the next one. So not too shabby. Good job. Good job to the team here. You did a phenomenal work on the battlefield as we make it happen. And continue on Grand Festivity. This is... Your character looks like somebody from Attack on Titan. That looks like an Attack on Titan character. That's kind of cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. So good job to everybody. Continue on good positivity as we advance onto some more missions. And continue kicking the sheds, right? You ready? Let's go. Let's make it happen. 3 minutes and 31 seconds was the duration of the overall fight as we keep on pushing forward, representing this beautiful Friday evening. We're celebrating it here with the community, and what better way to do so? We got about 3 rare items. One of them is a platinum. We'll keep that. The rest will be donated. And yeah, it wasn't all that bad. It's pretty good. So this is what we're going to do here right now. We're going to continue playing with this team because one of these guys right now in this lobby does not have their sentence liberated. They still have like a lot of years on them. So we're gonna help them out. We're gonna liberate them. We're gonna stay in this lobby and just do 10k missions. We're gonna liberate the Shaz out of you. All right. So you ready to get liberated? Good person. Let's make it happen. Let's do it. We're gonna. Where are you? Everyone's loading in. There it is. You're going to be liberated. All right. You're welcome. Nah, I'm messing with you. Let's go ahead. Let's do it. Let's do some Geek Good missions. Now, of course, there are some missions you can embark on that will actually help you obtain a lot of years. Now, if you want to try to do that, I have my personal preferences when it comes to the missions I like to do. I like doing the soul mission. This is my favorite mission to do when it comes to getting years. Now, the best one is Jakarta, but that one's like it's overused a bit. So eventually, I played it so much, I eventually got bored of it. So I played Soul. Soul's a little bit different. You can still beat it around a minute, and you can actually obtain about 17,000 entitlement points at the end. How do you obtain 17,000 entitlement points? Well, I'll show you right now how to do it. When we select the mission over here, it's gonna be located at Soul. That's the one that you want to do. All right, and then after that, we're gonna go ahead and go to our loadout. All right, we're gonna choose our center, and then we're going to go to the custom loadouts, and we're choosing our payday, right? All right, you can name whatever you want. You can name your loadout whatever you want. So there you go. So I called it payday, and here's why. Contribution booster standard and contribution booster plus. I have both of those stacked on top of each other. All right, that's perfect. Okay, that's what you're going to want to use. So when you use it for this particular mission, that gives you about 10,000 years, and that you can beat it within like a minute, right? Around a minute. You're gonna have the ability, all right? You're gonna have the you're gonna have the ability to go ahead and obtain a huge amount of entitlement points. You're gonna finish your sentence off really quick. It's very convenient. This is what I did. A lot of people ask me, how do you have so much entitlement points? Well, double stack contribution boosters and just play 10k missions like Jakarta or that. Literally, you'll be free like within 2 days. You can do it in 1 day if you want, but it's a lot of playing. On a comfortable amount of games, you know, like 2 days. You know, if you really want to make it very lazy, you're guaranteed it by the end of the week. But yeah, when you first buy Freedom Wars, it's kind of discouraging thinking that you have a 1 million year sentence, and it's kind of hardcore in the beginning, like wow. But there is a way around it, and you can go ahead and double stack those contribution boosters and just play these special op missions. Again, the special op missions can only be done by multiplayer, or you can find them on your own too. But essentially they're designed to be played with a lot of people. Because again, these are very aggressive abductors. They're alpha types, and if you do everything according to the book here, you'll be able to be set. So one of the things that you're going to need is a binding thorn. All right, you're going to want to have a binding thorn. So that's a must, and here's why. You're going to need a binding thorn because of this guy over here. This guy has a shield generator, and you're going to want to have a binding thorn for it. So we're going to go ahead and activate our level 2 and stun him. Now, you only have like a split-second window to go ahead and do all of this. So we're going to activate an adrenaline. We're going to move in, start attacking and weakening the pod over here, and we deliver as much shots as possible. Switching over to an AAW. This is a 4-shot AAW, usually enough to go ahead and break the pod. And there it is, citizen now captured and rescued. I highly recommend using growth rate 1 late bloomer weapons if you want to try breaking the pods, preferably an AAW. 4-shot AAWs will give you more of a chance, so that's kind of good. The 3-shot AAWs are very powerful. You can use those as well. But you know, 4-shot is really good. Now I use an SR44 and combined with an AEW, and that really sets up for a good run. So all right, anyways, continuing on up here, we're gonna try to deliver the final citizen and wrapping up this battle. We should possibly get like a good time. You know, a little over a minute should be the estimated amount, right, that we did this whole mission. Again, this is a 10,000 year mission that we just did. And now that we succeeded, we get it within a minute and 10 seconds, right? That's crazy. That's pretty insane, right? And look how much money we just got. Now, if you keep doing that, oh boy, we're going to donate all this stuff here to actually add to the exaggeratedness. So we're going to add more to the exaggeration, and we're going to just donate everything too. And you got 17,975 entitlement points. That's how much you get within a minute, a little over a minute. All right, that's literally like you'll be free in no time, and that's a great way you can go ahead if you're currently trying to be, you know, free and stuff. You want to play this game, you want to run around in a bikini or something, because you know that's cool. Then go ahead, make it happen, become liberated, and do it that way. It's fun. That's what I do. That's that's my 2 cents on the matter. But we can go ahead and play any type of 10k mission. It doesn't necessarily have to be Jakarta or Seoul. But if you want to do it in a very fast time, then that's usually the best way to go about it. And when we go to our buddy over here, look at that. We got like 10k missions. We got 17k off of your census. We can get you to 8k instantly. So all you have to do again is invest into some contribution boosters, and you'll be set. You'll be having a phenomenal and fantastic time. So let's keep doing some more missions out here. Let's do some more 10k. So whatever's out there, it will be you know, will be selected. We'll be representing it. And I think it's usually nice, you know, to do some of these battles, because the 10k missions for me, it's always the I like them. They're fun. So this is the Retribution Los Angeles. Oh, this one's really punishing. We should totally do that one. Again, we have a little bit of time. We got like 21 minutes remaining. So I think we could still kind of do, we could get some pretty good missions. We also got a Dyna and a Paradoxa. We could do this one too. Let's do this one first, the Dyna and Paradoxa. So, anyways, but, you know, I just wanted to show you and demonstrate how you can do like a, you know, a very fast mission and get a lot of money at the same time. But usually for me, like when you do them too much, it gets boring. So the best thing I would say, enjoy the game, play the really fun missions out there, and you know, kick some shaz. It's what people can do best. And you know, you kind of learn the battlefield a lot. Now this mission is one of the more aggressive missions within Freedom Wars, right? So heads up on that. This mission is very very aggressive. So the abductors are going to be throwing temper tantrums. They're going to be all over the place. I recommend using an anti-abductor loadout. There's going to be more abductors class enemies, so you're going to have like the carrier and the all-purpose quadruped. The only abductor outside of that is a Dionea, but that, you know, that one can be dealt with. Dioneas are very strong too, so anti-Dionea is kind of good. But you know, I think we'll be alright. We can go with anti-abductor, because that quadruped is going to show up and he's going to be like tearing it up. So we're gonna go ahead and use that, and I think we should be good. We got everything set, we're prepared to go, and it's going to be fantastic time as we're representing this beautiful adventure. I like this person's name is Cabbage, and they actually look like cabbage. That's pretty funny. It's awesome. You know what, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. I think it's adorable. Okay, so let's see what else we have as we continue on fantastic fight, pushing forward and representing for the greater good. It's Freedom Wars, because it's awesome. We're representing a beautiful Freedom Wars, and it's what we do. It's how we make it happen, and we do it pretty well. So good job to everybody's and their war efforts. We're gonna fight the mission 107. Oh man, this mission's crazy. It's really fun though, but very very aggressive. Now remember, we got to run a citizen. We got to run actually 3 of them. One of them will be obtained by one of us is gonna try to be detained by a carrier biped, right? So that one's already, you know, we can free that one. That one, he's already on the ground. We just have to run it. The other 2 are already gonna be captive. So that one's captured. It's within the Dionea, and then the other citizen is out in the ground. We just have, you know, we're gonna have to play a game of football. See, he's gonna capture him right there. That's the princess. We're gonna rescue the princess and save the world. So you guys ready to make it happen? Let's do it. You guys do it. Save that princess. That's the evil dragon. That dragon wants to capture the princess too. and lock her away in the freaking you know, in the dang tower. We can't allow that. Nope. We'll liberate all of them. All right, so let's get ready to make it happen as we dish out some battles as we're gonna try to head towards the proximity of the current target, and hopefully we'll be able to save the individual. There he is, and we did manage to get him. Now I'm gonna run like mad this way though. Now again, when running the citizen, you have to be very careful. You're gonna be heavily targeted by all of the enemies on the battlefield, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna receive a missile anytime, so I have to be very, very careful. And I'm afraid to look back. I don't know. Okay, now I'm good. They're doing good. They're doing actually pretty good, so not bad. We got a hyper beam kicking off by the enemy Dionea, and currently right now the RRU is in sight. The resource reclamation unit is within our grasp, and we're gonna go ahead and make it and deliver the princess. Congratulations, we made it happen. We saved the world. Not quite. There's 2 more princesses I need rescuing, and one of them is in that dragon. So we're gonna open up shop here and focus on this current enemy. However, we're receiving a lot of devastating actually bombardments from the current Dionea. We're gonna open up here with an Adrenaline Plus, followed by a possible band-aid. I actually need one. However, it was taken out though, and good thing I think the effects of the adrenaline is still activated. So that's the thing about this guy. He's gonna be trying to bomb us all the way from up there. And there's the guest of honor. I told you, the artillery quadruped. So we're gonna try focusing on that dude. And like I said, this is the more insane mission. You're gonna be receiving shots from everywhere. It's kind of a, if we're gonna play a mission like this, it's good to really arm yourself up and have some good armor here, because if not, you know, you're gonna be knocked out quite a few times. But let's move into the current obstacle here. This is the quadruped. I'll try to focus on this guy again. I have his weakness, so we're gonna try to eliminate him. Or you know what? We should have taken out that that biped. Yeah, we're gonna try to take him out because he's spamming those missiles, and that's gonna be bad for us. So let's go ahead and try to address this guy. Again, with all attacks hitting in from all directions, this is not looking good. And let's try to advance over here again with the AAW. We'll be able to hopefully get some shots over there towards the enemy direction if I'm not hit by something else already. And you can see, like, it is insane. You're gonna be shot from every single possible freaking thing. I mean, like I said, these guys love to focus on it's great. Like the minute they spawn in, like, I'm already targeted. But let's try to keep advancing here. And my target's gonna be the I'm gonna go ahead and try to make it on this guy, because again, those missiles are extremely strong and we have to try to disarm them. So in order to do so, I have to continue moving. Oh, he's spamming. You see that, bro? He starts firing a bunch of, oh gosh, bro. Like I said, these guys want you dead. The most aggressive mission is the 107. So that's one thing that I would say you gotta be very careful with when embarking in these kind of battles. Accessory going in for the revive, but not able to get that final recovery. And again, my character has a lot of hate in this battlefield, so you're gonna receive usually when you deal like heavy damage on an enemy, they're gonna target you like big time, especially if you use like projectile type weapons. That's one of the things that abductors do not like, and they're gonna go ahead and try to like really you know, try to mess you up for. So we got some little minions around here, little frisbees flying around. Again, those are pretty much deployed by the enemy carrier biped over there. Gosh, I'm getting freaking trucked over here. And unable to move and try to get out of this way because this is just too much. This is too much enemies, and those freaking let's try to get close to. I mean, I would try to like attach myself straight to those cannons. I mean the rockets, and destroy them manually. That's like the best way to deal with them. But honestly, since you can't get too close to them, it's gonna be kind of tough. So let's keep pushing forward over here and waiting for the respawn. Again, we're gonna try to. I'm just gonna try to ignore that guy because there's not much we can do about it. So those missiles, I mean, they're gonna come for me no matter what. A good way to deal with it is if we had a level 2 shield. that would be good, because any of those projectiles, they won't be able to hit you. So just focus on, we're going to leave the enemies over here, because honestly, I'm not built, I'm not, like, this loadout is actually not good for those missiles. I can't fight it. It's really, really bad. So we're just going to leave that be. We're going to try to deal, we're going to just focus on the dragon right now. And free the citizen, because those missiles are going to, dude, they're going to tear us up, bro. Like, really bad. Like, whoever has a knife, bro, like, cut those things off, because that is going to be causing a lot of chaos. Again, this is a Mark IV, usually the strongest things to deal with. Citizen has now been already pretty much cleared out. And with these missiles continuing on, bro, he's just going straight for me, dude, like, the whole fight. You know what? You know, I'm gonna start standing next to, like, the whole freaking group over here, because those missiles are just heading towards my... Dude, this guy is freaking just going after me the entire freaking battle. He's just launching missiles like nobody else. It's just straight towards me. Let's go wreck him right now. I got missiles too, bro. Bring it on! Let's go ahead and continue focusing on this guy here, because this guy is going to be a pain in the shaz. With my accessory currently down, I did manage to actually bring this guy down with it. Now is a good opportunity for us to destroy the dang missile pods. These things are causing way too much problems. There you go. That's out of the way. No more spam. That's one of the things you got to deal with. If not, man, those missiles are dead on accurate, and they will land their mark and cause problems. But let's go finish him off then. Getting some more ammunition kicking in. And there you go. Not bad. Congratulations. I got my redemption back. Freaking heck, man. That guy caused a lot of problems. But advancing on to the next one, pretty much now we're good to go. We're going to focus on the quadruped artillery. My primary function was I wanted to take out that guy first, but holy freaking crud, man, those missiles really tear you up, so live and learn. Disarm missiles. Like, when the fight starts, what you do is drop in a level 2 binding thorn, and then go ahead and use your AEWs to break off the missiles. That's the better way to approach it. Anyways, as we continue on the fight over here, we're going to try to deliver as many shots as the pod is currently open and available. This guy does have a chance to go ahead and get liberated. We're going to go ahead and try to do so. Again, this is one of the more aggressive missions within Freedom Wars. This thing can really cause a tremendous bad day. And it's pretty good. It's not bad. Ones, congratulations, look at that, freaking heck, man. But alright, Citizen has now been pretty much rescued. That's the final one with all enemies eliminated on the battlefield. It should be clean sailing now. Gosh, man, that was crazy. Those missiles were just freaking ridiculous. Usually that's the thing that you gotta focus on, man, at the beginning of the fight, man, because those missiles stick around. I was just gonna start tearing everything up. But congratulations nonetheless. Currently right now it's 51 minutes after the hour, as the night is pretty much glorious and it's coming to a close, but we're making it happen. Currently 8:56 was the duration of the overall battle. We did pretty good, not too shabby. Aside the whole chaos of missiles, we did okay. But everything else was pretty alright. We got actually a decent amount of items. We got total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got like 14 rare items in total, which we'll be donating, and we're gonna keep the platinum ones, because the platinum ones, I mean, I would recommend keeping the gold ones too, but for me, where I maxed out all my items, I can only just acquire platinum ones at this point, so that's why I do it. Just like God Eater. Alright, anyways, not too shabby. Congratulations on a job well done with the remaining 8 minutes. We're going to go ahead and do another 10k mission. We're going to try to do some Geek Good ones. Or whichever ones are available, we'll go ahead and try to represent them. And it'll be fantastic time, as we always do. I'm going to get me some tea because I haven't drank anything this whole time. I feel like I'm sounding like the Godfather at the moment. So, with the next mission approaching, we're about to deploy onto whatever is available, and we'll see what is available. We have Retribution Tokyo. Oh, this is the Dynea and Paradoxa. Hehehe. So prepare yourself for some dragons, and for this particular mission you can actually fight 2 dragons. Are you up for it? We'll find out. So let's go ahead and try to switch all our loadouts to anti-Dynea. It's something that I would recommend. It plays best in this scenario, so we're gonna go ahead and rock out with that as we embark on the final mission. Again, with about 8 minutes, this should be more than enough for us to lay down the smackdown and bring home the bacon, because you know we gotta do what we gotta do. I mean, we can do it right. We can represent. So let's make it happen and continue on good festivity. Yeah, I'm losing my voice already. Oh boy. I need yeah, tea's good though. Tea is good for the voice. That's one thing that I liked about it. Coffee's good though too though. Coffee's good for waking up. I'll mix both of them. I'll probably taste like gross as heck though. Coffee and tea, like tea coffee. I don't know how that would taste. I don't know. I gotta try it. Or coffee with honey. I think that would be good. It wakes you up and yet it's soothing. So it's good. Honey's actually really good for the you know, if you talk a lot and stuff. If you don't have honey, then you're gonna be like, I'm gonna make me an offer you can't refuse. You know, you make it talking like the Godfather. Alright, anyways, embarking on this battle over here, we have the Alpha type Dynea, also accompanied by the Alpha type Paradoxa. Both of them from on high here to kick some shez. But we're not gonna let it happen, because we're Team Geek Good. We're going to survive and win and make it a lovely battle. So opening up shop, we're focusing primarily on the biggest threat here, which is the dragon of Freedom Wars. Every single hunter has its dragon, and you can't have a hunter game without a proper dragon on the battlefield. And this guy definitely is the one that you know, causes that shenanigans to kick in. I really like this enemy a lot. So have you ever played Soul Sacrifice? The Dynea is actually in that game. That's pretty dope. Aslan here says, I only drink coffee. I only drink tea when I'm ill. Oh, gotchas. Yeah, tea's actually really good for the. That's one thing I do like about tea is the. It's very soothing, and it's ideal like when you're sick. So if you have coughs or anything like that too, it's really good. So or hot milk with honey. Oh, that's actually, I need to try that. That's actually, you know what? That sounds pretty good for like broadcasting. I don't know. But I gotta have my coffee though. Kohi. Now sometimes like after I broadcast, like I get like a sore throat, and it sucks. And there was one time I did a broadcast with nothing to drink, and that was not too long ago. And like I had like a really bad sore throat, and then after that, it started turning to coughing, and then after that, it escalated and then turned into a freaking cold. And then after that, it turned into damn flu. I got sick. I don't know how, bro. It escalated so bad because I didn't really treat it. I just like kind of like let it be. I'm like, oh, it just wore off. You know, next day I'll feel better. And I didn't treat it, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And yeah, eventually I got sick. So that was the weirdest thing. But yeah. Anyways, that's why now I'm packing a lot of tea right now with me, so that doesn't happen. But I'm more of a coffee fan though. I love my kohi, and I love how they say coffee in Japan. They say kohi. Yeah, you know they don't you know they pronounce the F like an H, kohi. And I'm like, oh, it sounds so cute. I love it. It's awesome. I'm adopting that manner of saying coffee. This guy's just running in circles at this point, bro. Freaking heck, relax. So let's get ready to destroy this guy. Is making it happen, and he's currently at 50% HP. He's focusing pretty much directly at me. He's mad triggered. Usually that's the case. I mean, these guys always focus on my character. They have some kind of freaking 6-axis thing that they need to like chase me. Like, no! Obsessive abductor fans. Get away from me. So we got the next abductor over here, the alpha type. This is the alpha type Dionea spawning in. But he's going to be here for a short bit. I won't be here too long because this guy is getting pretty much obliterated. And we will be obtaining our goodness over here. So let's get ourselves an adrenaline, followed by a band-aid. And now the band-aid kicks in, we should be good. So let's get ready to get ourselves a little bit of ammunition. I'm trying to fire with no ammo and stuff. And there it is. With about a quarter of health remaining, this guy is trying to stay alive, doing his best to put on some type of resistance, taking to this guys as well. And we're going to try to distribute some more extra shots in his way. And as we make it happen, currently right now he will be eliminated very shortly, as he's currently still putting up one heck of a good resistance, jumping up in the air. It kind of reminds me of like Monster Hunter. I kind of wish I had like the little flare guns, so you can try to you know, stop these guys from flying. Let's get ourselves some extra ammunition over here, kicking it up. And my accessory currently on the ground. Let's go ahead and try to resuscitate her as well. And now that she's back, it's time for us to kick the sheds and make it happen. We got a laser beam kicking in from the second abductor. And the enemy is currently down. Both Dioneas not having a good day at the moment. Going in for a quick reload. And falling back a bit. And congratulations. That's it for that guy, and we advance on to the next one. Anyways, had to wrap it up because it's already 7:59. It's almost 8 o'clock on the dot, and it's time for me to get ready for my din-din. I'm pretty hungry. Gotta get ready to eat, and it's kind of dope. Asline here says he's like a Raytheon. He is, isn't he? He's a lot like a Raytheon, or like the Rathalos, or Raytheon, however you want to say it. Tomato, tomato, right? 5 minutes and 18 seconds was the duration of the overall battle. Congratulations on a fight well done. It's time for us to get ready to wrap up. Why? Because I have din-din. I gotta eat. We got a total of 4 rare items. That was pretty good. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep the platinum one. The rest can be donated. And we advance on to the next one. And that's it. We should be good. Why? Because I'm hungry. I gotta eat. I hope you all had a fantastic time here on Freedom Fridays. It's the time of the week that we gather together to kickstart the weekend and celebrate it to the best of our capabilities. You guys are fantastic. Continue on being awesome. Embrace the world with your with your greatness, and make the weekend awesome. So have a safe one. A big thank you again to Cabbage, Elko, Snow, and all of those that have been playing here tonight. It's been a wonderful journey. But it's time for us to go ahead and wave our goodbyes, right? The goodbyes. It's like the goodbye song at the ending of every single freaking show. Oh gosh, it's the sad part. We have to say goodbye. But anyways, big shout out to you guys. We'll be back next week with on Monday for Killzone Mercenary, celebrated on the PlayStation Vita, then followed by Monster Hunter World. Aren't you excited about that? We're playing Monster Hunter now. Woohoo! That's on PS4. Then following up with God Eater 2 in celebration of the arrival of God Eater 3. You know, so that's going to be happening soon. And then we're also kicking off with the Tokiden 2 for Thursdays, and then we'll throw in, continue the rinse and repeat with Freedom Wars. So with that being said, thank you all for tuning in tonight's broadcast of Freedom Wars. This concludes tonight's session. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Later, everybody.